Bizarre Brain Comics. Hello, my comic book friends, and welcome to Bizarre Brain Comics. I'm Gary, your host. A couple weeks ago, I did an episode talking about Fumetti, which is the comics with using photographs instead of drawings. And in that, I showed you a little bit of some of the photo novels that I've got. Well, I thought I'd dig them all out, show them all to you. And it's mostly Star Trek. Gee, I wonder why. And of course, these were from 78, 79, 80, around in there. And a little later, for just a few years, they had the photo novels extant. And the Star Trek, they did, as far as I know, 12 volumes. And they, based on the some of the more popular episodes, not necessarily, but some of the episodes. And I've got, I think, all but 2 of them. Unfortunately, I don't even know what those other 2 are. I don't know if I've ever even seen them before. But we start off here with number 1 in the series, City on the Edge of Forever. That's the one where Kirk and Spock go through that time portal to the 1930s, and Kirk falls in love with I suddenly forgot her name. And this is written by, tells everything but what I'm looking for. Joan Collins. Yeah, Joan Collins. Couldn't think of her name. Yeah, I remember all kinds of stuff with Joan Collins after that. So, but I happen to have 2 copies of that one. So here, someone went to town with a marker. Almost all of these I bought secondhand rather than new. And then after that is number 2, which is Where No Man Has Gone Before. This is the second pilot, the one that got the show on the air. So when they go through the barrier at the edge of the galaxy, and Spock is wearing, come on, a gold uniform, and all the uniforms are slightly different. I got 2 of those. Then, and that was a personal favorite of mine. One of mine, of course, this is as well, is The Trouble with Tribbles, number 3. Of course, we all know The Trouble with Tribbles, written by David Gerald. And it is a favorite. And the second copy that I've got is a library binding. It was rebound by a library that owned it, and it had it rebound in hardback. And of course, Tribbles on the funny one, Station K7, with Romulan, with Klingons. Yeah. Then I only have one of, don't have 4. I have one of number 5. It's Metamorphosis. This is the one that introduces Zephram Cochrane, the guy who invented warp drive, at least for humans. And then number 6 is All Our Yesterdays. This is where Spock and McCoy goes through a time portal on another planet to the ice age of that other planet, and Spock gets violent and falls in love with, I've forgotten the actress's name, a lovely blonde lady, which gave, this one episode gave rise to 2 novels, as 2 sequel novels. Okay, and then we have, and that was number 6, and this is number 7, the Galileo 7s, when the Galileo shuttlecraft crashed on a planet, and they're being harassed and hounded by proto-humans, gigantic proto-humans. Then we go to, I don't have number 8. We have number 9, The Devil in the Dark. That's one with the silicon-based living rock. The, what do they call it? The Horta. Yeah, and then here's another personal favorite, number 10, Day of the Dove. Unfortunately, the lamination on the cover of this one has been spoiled over time, but it has some good interior shots. This is when Kirk and company are fighting Klingons for control of the Enterprise, and that was 10. Then we go to number 11. This is The Deadly Years. This is one that I never cared for. This episode when Kirk and a couple others are suddenly aged, and he still looks younger than he does now. And then number 12, the final one. I have 2. This one too. This one's pretty rough. This is Amok Time. That's the one where we learn about the Vulcans Pon farr and their 7-year mating habits. And then I have 2 copies of Star Trek the Motion Picture. Yeah, I just talked about the Star Trek the Motion Picture just a few days ago. That was the comic version. And here's in color. Just some good shots there. And then I have 2 copies of The Wrath of Khan. Khan! Yeah, and this is considered one of the best of the Star Trek movies. And this one's in black and white to save expense because it was getting so expensive to print these. And remember, these were in the days before movies on video tape were a thing, and that's why they were able to do these. And then I follow that up with 2 copies of Battlestar Galactica, and this is, of course, the theatrical version, not the one version that aired on TV, which was just a little bit shorter and stuff. And I mentioned this one before, Nightwing, a horror movie about vampire bats. And then we have Buck Rogers in the 25th Century, and this was, of course, the movie, not the TV show. And this one was signed for me by Aaron Gray, Wilma Deering. It's a classic one. And then we have another classic one, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Of course, this is the one that has Donald Sutherland and Leonard Nimoy. This was it 79 remake. And this one is really good. And then we have what? Mork and Mindy. What? Yes, Mork and Mindy. This is the from the 1-hour pilot episode. And then we round that off with Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Not the best cover, I don't think, to really catch your attention. But it's nice pictures. And tells the whole story of Roy Neary, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. And so that's what I've got for the photo novels, primarily Star Trek photo novels. Yes, and so I hope you enjoy that. Let me know what you think. Do you remember these, or do you still find them? And if any photo novels do you have? Do you have any that I don't show here? Let me know. I'd like to know what else is out there. And those two titles Star Trek episodes that I'm missing. Do you know what episodes those were based on? Let me know in the comments below. Hey, thank you for joining me. And remember, comics are art.